Alright boys, welcome back to Derri-Gacha. I just hit my microphone. And if you want to know what the best time to start Counterside is, I would argue it's right now. There are a few reasons why, but let me just go over a brief overview what this game is all about, because I don't think you've actually heard of Counterside, and if you haven't, well, that's not very fucking surprising considering B-Side doesn't advertise. But it is what it is. Anyway, so it's a 2D side-scroller game, very enjoyable in my opinion. The gameplay could be lacking for some of you, and I understand that, but the story is pretty fucking good, honestly. So, you have several chapters to go through. The only issue with that is that the chapters release pretty slowly, and yeah, you won't be getting them anytime soon. The most recent one is chapter 10, which I haven't actually completed because I couldn't be bothered going through the story at the moment, but it is good, right? It is good. I know it's good. You have a lot of different stuff you have to do. It has good endgame. If you do start the game, you'll be quite overwhelmed. I imagine, first off, because that was one of the major criticisms of Counterside when it first came out for Global. And I have been on Global for a year already. In fact, I've been on Global almost as long as when it was released initially. So, I should know. But, honestly, pretty good fun. It's got a nice community aspect. You know, you've got your stuff, you've got your guilds, you've got your management, you've got your... like, you can rearm characters. That's essentially what that is. It's like retrofitting. You're just upgrading the character further, and it gives them more abilities. And you've got loads of other events to go through. Now, the reason I mention this is because right fucking now, if you do start, in fact, you'll get loads of rewards. So, for example, there's all the monthly shit. Ignore that. Anniversary Festival. Look at all this beautiful shit. So, just to... obviously, as this is a brief overview, I'll go over what this is. This is Pure Possibilities, one of the main materials to get reactor gears. They are late game equipment. Essentially, every character has an exclusive equipment. They have a piece of equipment that only that specific character can equip that's related to them. And Pure Possibilities is the second one, right? So, you have two. One you equip in one of the normal 4 slots, and there's a separate slot for the reactor gears. Let me just go and provide an example here. So, for example, Hilda, she was one of the first, I think she's the first reactor, or unit that has a reactor got put on her, right? But she had her reactor given out for free, all the materials for it given out for free. And as you can see, you've got 4 different equipment slots, weapon, armor, and accessories. And one of these slots will be taken up by an exclusive equipment, or at least they can be, right? And then you have the reactor, which is the second exclusive equipment. Now, the reactor can buff a specific skill, whether it's a special or a passive skill, and it makes it a lot easier to get these. I would definitely say go for the reactors are like... I would definitely say the reactors are very, very helpful and are extremely useful. I think quite a few awakened units have them. For example, Yumina has a sword, and Yuna has a staff. So you get the idea, right? So for example, let's have one that has exclusive equipment. So Xiao, right? This is her exclusive equipment. You'll notice because it says here Xiaolin only, so she can equip it, right? So these two are essentially 2 exclusive equipment. But that's a really long-winded way of saying this Pure Possibilities is a hard to get material, so it's worth it to go come on now just to get that. You'll also have the privilege of getting another one, so that's 3 in total, and a skin selector. Imagine! Skins! Amazing! So this is a purple variety skin. You will obviously need to pay with admin coins otherwise. That is the premium currency. But with this, you can select any one of these at all. I would personally suggest Dreaming Harmony because best daughter. If you're wanting to be a little bit sexy, Formidable Competitor, or Lapis in the Sky, or, I mean, Bell Watcher's also an awesome one as well, Cat Lover as well. Those are some of the few that I would suggest. Oh yeah, Devour on the Beach. Like, we can't forget about Devour on the Beach. That's epic. But those are some that I would choose personally. And you get some binaries to reroll, like latent stuff. You get 1,000 quartz, which is huge, and you also get a ship selector, So any ship that has been released currently, you can get it from here, right? Without having to grind for it, you could just get it given to you, which is awesome. You also have 20 gold bins, a 5-star selector, and an awakened selector. Sadly, these 2 selectors are random, but it is what it is. For a new player, it won't be so much of an issue. For like a player who has been playing for over a year for the server, it would be, because I have quite a few. I don't necessarily want a duplicate, but I have no choice because it's random. It is what it is. But not only that, we have other stuff. Alright, if we go to the Anniversary Festival, as you can see, we have more shit, including a coupon that you can actually choose which awakened you want, and it's literally every single one. So let me just see, 25 awakened, I think that is. Yeah, it looks like 25 awakened. So there are quite a few powerful units. If you're at all interested in getting a very, very powerful unit early on, here are some suggestions. Hilda is very good. Yumina is very good. Eunice Springfield, Replacer Queen, Ministra, Jake Walker, Sigma, Curian, Shinjia, Rosaria, and Nanhara. Those are some of the ones that I would go for first. This is all based off of, first off, you need to decide whether you want to do PvP or PvE, because then you'll be deciding on which unit would be best suited for you, depending on which one you're going to go for. And yes, this game does have PvP. I know I haven't mentioned that yet, but you know, I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. So you have all these rewards to get, and you may just want to claim it now. By the way, if you're going to be starting Counterside, you've got to do it quickly. You've got 9 days left on this. But I think that the Awakened coupon is worth it. And with all these 3 weeks available right now, I do believe if there's a mission that is on multiple weeks, so for example, if there's a mission on week 1 and week 2 that is the same, so like collect X of this, go play this sort of mode X amount of times, right? You'll make progress on both of them on both of those weeks at the same time, which is very nice. It means that you can complete it a lot quicker. So do this. Very good resources. Also 1,000 quartz. Fucking stonks, man. There are also some other stuff like the 150 free recruits, basically 15 free temples, and it's on a banner specific thing. What is also amazing is that if I go to the shop and go to the seasonal, there is a shop here specifically for these anniversary task planning points. So what happens is on that banner where you get the free pulls, the free 15 pulls, you will earn gold tickets. Those gold tickets are specific for this shop, but you will also get another SSR selector. As you can see, I've already cleared everything out. More possibilities, right? More fusion cores and other very useful equipment, right? So get on that, get all that done. Is doubly useful, right? You're not just pulling full units, you're pulling full units and you're also getting materials as well, which are incredibly important for advancement. So this is all very helpful for a new player, right? So those are the big things for this update, for the new anniversary celebration. So, you know, to get the rewards alone, sure, you could do that. I'd say that this game is incredibly generous. Like, it's seriously generous. If you don't know, which you probably don't, but I'll explain. Shut up. So, there is, this Limit Fusion plan, for example, has come out recently. And each mission gives 10 fusion cores. Fusion cores are what you use to level a unit past level 100. So, up to level 110. And depending on the rarity, the amount of fusion cores that you'll need to use will be different. But for SSR units, they will always be 15 cores per 2 extra levels. So you level them up to 100, and then you want to level up to 102, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10, right? But they'll cost 15 cores each for a total of 60 fusion cores. But complete 6 of these missions and then you can get an instant 110 level 110 unit. Sometimes it's not worth to level them, but if it's an awakened unit, I would definitely recommend leveling them to 110, right? Just to get that little bit of extra juice out of them. So there you go. So there's a lot of rewards, but now that I mentioned that, what else does the game offer? Well, it offers quite a bit in terms of, for example, endgame, right? you have gotten stuff like dimension trimming. It's a pretty simple system. You just need to have powerful units, but it's not at all complicated. These 3 levels give out different gear. The swift trimming level, that gives out units to make your, that gives out gear to make your units faster. So they attack faster, they move faster, they have, they'll use their skills faster. You'll get the idea, right? Very useful on soldier and mech units. Can also be used on counters, but not necessarily, because counters want skill haste, not attack speed. But that's like, I'll make it, if you want, actually, I'll make a separate video going over everything that you'll need to know for Counterside. This is just going to be a brief overview, right? But I will make a separate video should people want it. So, Swift is to make your units faster. Jungle is, I believe, something to... Okay, so it's quite a defensive gear set. It's got stuff like Status Effect Res and Incoming Healing Plus. Incoming Healing is the better one, always choose that. And you've got the anti-damage stuff, right? So anti-ground damage. This is actually damage towards a specific type of unit. But it's fine, it's more multi-roll than anything. And then the Flame Relic, which means this specific gear set increases special and ultimate skill damage, plus had some defense penetration as well, which is very useful. So this is for units that, like, awakened units, backline, you want to put someone there, fucking epic. Not only that, as I mentioned previously, it has PvP. Yes, imagine a game actually having PvP, crazy. But it has 3 different levels of PvP. You have strategy battles, ranked and friendly matches. Strategy battles are basically battles where you can just go in, you can see the opponents line up. Very, very easy to do. You could do it if the game wants you to. I wouldn't suggest doing this. If you're gonna do PvP, you'll do ranked. But as you can see, all these people here, they all have a lineup, and you can see what they have and base your attack off of what they're using for their defense, and they'll always be visible for everyone, right? Oh my god, you're using a fucking event unit. Cringe. Anyway. Ranked battle. This is where the tits happen. This is the most exciting stuff. So, very quick overview. What happens? What happens with PvP, ranked specifically? Well, the reason why it's so good is because every week shit changes, and I mean that quite literally and actually not hyperbolically. Every unit there are 2 sets of units that get banned randomly and get banned based on player rotations, right? So, yeah, they all go through rotations, but one of them's random and one of them is player chosen. And as you can see, each character has 1 ban, apart from these few which have multiple bans, right? And each ban decreases, I think, incoming healing, skill haste, and attack speed by 20% each ban, I think. Oh, it says right up here. Okay, it says right up here. Don't pay attention to what I just said there. But yeah, it says right up here, okay? This, for example, like, ban 3. Very, very good healer, by the way. Rearm unit, ban 3. Right? Don't want to use that. Yumina, one of the best offensive awakened units in the game, ban 2. Don't want to use that. But you get the gist. Every week, this lineup changes. Every week, different units get bans. So, while there is a meta, you'll be encouraged to try out different units and try out different compositions, which makes everything very interesting. Also, units can get buffs as well. So, up to 4 units can get a buff of 1 deployment cost removal and skill haste plus 10%. So, they'll become 1 cost cheaper compared to their RRP, and they'll have plus 10% skill haste, which is awesome, which also encourages you to try out new stuff. And this is like the best thing about PvP that I think, and this is why people should try it. You know, it can be fun. It can be fun, 100%. But once you earn the points, you can spend them in the shop, blah, 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 you get the idea. But it has ban system, so if in case you're on about PvP, it serves your needs right there. Ignore arcade, that just doesn't give anything. So we've already gone through a brief overview of a lot of stuff right now. So there's a lot of rewards to come and get. We've got some late game stuff like dimension trimming. Oh, and also there's also Shadow Palace as well. We'll go over that real quick. Shadow Palace is something that you go and participate in when you are in need of gears that just cover a general base that are not specific to any character or not specific to the role that they serve. You can just, like, for example, you do a palace. A palace has 5 levels, and once you complete those 5 levels, you get obviously the max amount of rewards for doing that palace, and you get more rewards for doing the higher level palaces, but they get more difficult, etc, etc. But once you've gotten enough, you'll be able to get these molds. These gears are very general use. One of them's more offensive, one of them's more defensive, obviously. The Phantom mold has been released recently, and if you were going to do this, my suggestion: get the 15 cost T6 spectral molds. You get 15 of them each, and then obviously you get the 30 after, and then you get the 120 ultra precise, because the higher the rarity, the more likely you're going to get an orange, and the higher the tier of that piece of gear, you'll be more likely to get a higher base stat, right? And that means you can upgrade them further as well. So there is all that, but that is another bit. That's less late game, that's more mid game. But it is what it is. And then there's also all the requests. This is just for farming materials, which isn't too bad. These challenges rotate. Some of them, for example, like if Chloe's credit search comes up compared to profit creation, Chloe's credit search actually gives more rewards of that same resource. So if you want to prioritize this one, not the standard one you get there, but they're only open like a couple days every week. So just be aware of the rotations that they go through, and you'll be fine. Also, Deep Conquest is stuff you'll get gaudy ass maze gears, 2 of the best gear sets in the game, as well as some other stuff like freemium currency, which will be the quartz, right? Ignoring all that, what exactly do you have to look forward to when playing the game? Well, I have to say that 1, the story is banger. As I mentioned before, the story doesn't get released often, so don't fly through it if you don't want to. I'll 100%, understand if you don't want to just like go through it all the time, but take your time with it. Actually look at the story, right? Because I think it's actually really good. Also, this game has a shower scene, but we also have, as well as a very good story, hot fucking characters. Oh my god, let me fucking tell you. Let me tell you, my guy. Let me, oh, yes, perfect example. Fucking gorgeous, right there. One of the newest skins that just got released. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, that is just excellent skin, honestly. Also, woman with a decent sized pair of tits. I mean, what could you want? Also, no panties. Amazing, truly amazing. What, like, we're too lucky. We're too lucky and privileged, I have to say. But some of these skins are very special, because as you can see, creator contest. That is a section specifically dedicated to an event that happened in the Discord as well. So not only does this game have a good story, have PvP, have decent end game, it also has, or at least the developers, have the desire to support their community members, because a while ago, they hosted a creator contest which allowed regular players of the game to submit ideas for skins of currently existing characters, right? And it was great to see all those designs. The one you see right now is a fantastic one, honestly, Ministra. I will get her eventually. What a fantastic skin. I don't know if you'll necessarily be supporting the person who made this, and I can't remember who actually made this, but I know I remember seeing this. I remember seeing the character sheet in the Discord. By the way, you should probably join that for events and coupons and stuff. And yeah, I remember seeing this, and it was great then, and I'm glad they chose this one. I do know that they've got another one coming at the very least. One of them, it's if you know the character Hilda, she's a small girl, white hair, got 2 swords, right? She's basically yeah, that's Hilda, but that's her awakened form, right? Her regular form will have like a pink hat and a summer dress. Very, very nice, actually. I'm looking forward to when that comes out. But anyway, skins. Okay, so you got the creator contest of skins and stuff, and you also got all the other shit. Oh, look at this. Yes, look. Oh my god. Look at the milkers on that! Holy shit! Imagine, dude. Look, I mean, perfection, I would say. Not personally my taste, but I know people who would love that, right? And then you've got some of the slightly smaller breast size. Just look at the fucking curves on that. Holy shit, man. They got me acting up. But one of... Oh, I mean, come on. One of the best. One of the best. Also, some decent male skins as well, might I add. Very, very nice, this one. For Jake. What other ones that I like, though? Oh, if I had to choose one specifically, there is one specific skin that's got me acting up every single time I see it. Vacation, I think. Yeah. Where is it? Oh my god. Holy shit! Have sex with me now, instantly. This is fucking gorgeous, right? I've been denying my degeneracy for so long. I am coming closer and closer to buying this skin, right? It is fucking perfection, honestly. Also, again, going back to the big titties, right? Here's an example. I mean, that's a good example, but here we go. Talked about Devourer on the beach, and this is why. She's basically an eldritch being that's just got big tits. I mean, I hope it's brilliant. Imagine the porn coming from that. Holy shit. But you get the point, right? Got some good skins, wide selection, honestly. So you can go for a lot of stuff. Also, some of these skins are actually able to be bought with quartz, which is the freemium currency. I say freemium because you can earn it in-game, but you can also buy it with admin coins, which is the premium currency. The only thing I will say about Counterside, which is the bad thing, right? It's got too many currencies, right? It's got 3 or 4, and it makes it really fucking difficult to keep track sometimes. But as you can see, if you go to common, very good example, all these 1080. Claudia is lovely. I love that skin, honestly. And yeah, you got a lot for 1,080 quartz. I wouldn't suggest going for these immediately. Save your quartz for an awakened unit or something for a temple. But yeah, you get the idea. And you also get your dorm stuff like you would expect. Like you get a set or you get specific pieces. Yeah, it is what it is, right? But there you go, right? There is a quick overview of what you can expect in the game. If you want me to make a separate video going in great detail on if you were, if you were to start the game, where would you go? Like, it's like a starter guide for the game for 2024. Let me know down in the comments, and I will see if I can get to it. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Remember, claim the rewards. Claim all these fucking rewards, my guy. All of these, right? Anniversary Festival, get on that, right? The check-in for the Anniversary Festival, get on that. Very important. Got some very powerful units that you can claim right fucking now. Get on Counterside Global, or whichever version you'd rather play on, but the one I'm playing on is Global, obviously. It's definitely an underrated game, especially as the B-side does not advertise this game, which is a fucking abomination, if I do say so myself, because it is well made. I mean, look at the character designs, just so good. For a sci-fi game, best character designs that I've ever seen. On the guard, for real. Best character designs. I have not seen this high quality before for sci-fi games. Fantasy games are easy, but for sci-fi, not so much. But they pulls it off, right? But yeah, anyway, you want me to go in more detail for like a beginner's guide for this game? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. See you later.